22nd of May and it's snowing.
You're John. I'm Dave.
It's a nice and sunny day.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a heart made of yellow barley straw.
Those little old bachelor farmhouses, they had, like, there always seemed to be low-slung ceilings. They had the most interesting odors about them. Good God.
That's called interest. No.
My dad and I used to, because we had a lot of family out on the farm and friends and so on, and he'd go out and collect some farm cream to bring back home, and we'd go into these places, and I'd kind of look around, and they'd be all kind of smoky because they don't air out clearly, and there was one guy had a shotgun on his bed, and what's that shotgun for? Well, the rats come out at night.
Yeah. I hauled some seed oats probably when I just had a driver's license after school with a half ton. My dad sent me up to a guy north of LeBret, the old bachelor, the old shack. Went in the house, and he must have lived on eggs. He's behind the stove. There was a pile of eggshells. And when he finished with the frying pan, he hung it on the wall.
Yep, and the grease stuck the
And the grease was so thick, the frying pan hung like that. You know, just right on the wall. Oh, God.
Of course, it was, you want bacon and eggs?
No, I don't want to eat here, thanks.
My grandfather always used to say, you know, you read in the papers about those people living in the fancy houses in Paris and London, they got a canopy over the bed. We got a canopy under the bed.
Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Dave.
and we're the Hardware Guys. I'm the most proud of my wife. She has got to be the most dedicated, hardworking, best attitude girl I've ever known or ever will know. Man, I give her a ton of credit for everything that she does, the energy that she has. She does a jewelry business, and man, she's taken off, and she never stops going, kind of thing. So I give her right from spring right through winter. She runs 7 days a week. So I'm proud of her and proud to be her husband.
I'm proud of all my kids, his wife being my daughter. Every one of my children I'm proud of. I'm proud of my wife. She has been the touchstone of my entire life. I'm proud of being part of this community, this town. I would not be the person I am if it wasn't for growing up here. I just love this place, and I love my family. So yeah, I'm proud.
There's a lot to be proud of. I think everything from your siblings to your parents to I don't know if it's thankful or proud is a correct word, but yeah, both. Same thing. Being part of a service organization makes me proud to be a Lions member and help generate money for different things that are needed by society. Yeah, I feel proud of myself to try to help somebody help others, kind of thing. So yeah, there's so much to be proud of. Bye.
A swath is just the farmer with some crops that don't ripen all at the same time. If he cuts it with a machine called a swather, it lays it in long windrows, and then the grain is allowed to cure in these windrows. In an early year like this with wheat, a lot of farmers are going to be doing it what they call straight. That means just leaving it standing up. Canola generally has to be swathed because it takes longer to ripen. In most cases, canola needs to lay in the swath for about 2 weeks before it's ready to harvest, depending on weather conditions, obviously. So most of the swaths you see this year are canola, whereas the standing grains are being done what they call straight, largely to save the extra pass in fuel and time. So it's a little cheaper in the long run to do it straight than it is to swath it. I've just grabbed a little handful of canola pods, and if you rub them together quite vigorously, the seeds will fall out of them. That's basically what a combine does. It goes through a combine where things crush these pods, the seeds fall out, wind then blows this straw stuff out the back of the combine, and the seeds fall down and are taken to a hopper. Oops. This would be a sample of the canola seed. They're quite small. This appears to have a few green kernels in. You can see the lighter colored kernels. Those probably might come out green when they're crushed. And so they'd have to test this to see whether it was ready to be combined yet or not. The blackness isn't necessarily an indicator. What they do when you take a sample of this, they crush it with a little roller. They put 100 seeds in a little sort of stick, and then they stick them on tape, and then they run a roller over them. Then they really show up as to which ones are green then afterwards. So they count the number of green kernels. But the color is somewhat indicative, but not necessarily. A lighter kernel could, in fact, be ripe too, okay? Basically, the only way he knows is he has his own little tester that he can test it himself, and then when he knows that the sample is pretty well ripe, or almost ripe, then he can pull in with his combine. Canola is quite easy to combine in that it goes through the combine very quickly, so you can travel at fairly high speeds with the combine. I would imagine that, I don't know about kilometers per hour, but they could probably go about 5 miles an hour. That's fast, yeah. On a heavy crop of wheat, you could be less than 1 mile an hour, because it's just more difficult to thresh, and you have to slow down or else the combine will plug up. And then you spend some time unplugging the combine. So canola usually will go through a combine very, very quickly without plugging up.
Hi, I'm Ann Davis, and you're in my kitchen today. I just need a quarter cup for this, but it's much easier to handle if it's not too long. Yeah, I'll put this on to medium low and then see, I think that's probably enough. Kathleen phoned Frank one day and she said, you go to Melville and pick up a microwave for Ann. There's one at Eaton's. So I had a microwave. But I blanch all my vegetables in it because I sometimes have a problem with my hand and my wrist. So you know how we lifted pots of boiling water to blanch things. So I use 2 casseroles now and just put a lid on and put the cold water in, and it's done in a few minutes, and then just drain it. So I do all my blanching in here. And if somebody comes and it's they want to thaw some baking, it doesn't take but a few minutes to do buns or muffins or something and thaw it, and it's ready. And when you're alone, you don't leave as much out. Okay. Bye for now.
Where did we park? Oh, yeah, I see it. Telephone for $2. I just paid $79 yesterday for one. I guess I should have waited. I think people sell telephones when they quit working. And I am always an optimist thinking, hey, I'm going to find one that's still working well. Generally, it doesn't happen.
It's $5 and it's yours.
Okay, good. Eight's way too much.
You don't have to feed him and he won't pee behind the Chesterfield. So,
There.
happy day. Has a tail.
Big as she gets. No. Big chicken. Okay.
it's full. Get the lawns and shrubs or hedges and everything trimmed up and insulated. Houses, windows, doors, everything insulated.